What's up, everybody? Armored Core's marketing has been on point. We got a trailer announcing it last year in December, and only 9 months later, the game is ready to release. This is such a refreshing change compared to what other gaming companies have been doing when they announce games years ahead of time and then it releases like a broken pile of crap that is unplayable. And today I wanted to take a look at some marketing campaigns that were very misleading and that were made to deceive the consumer. And I also wanted to talk about how Armored Core's marketing campaign should be the new golden standard. But before we do that, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you never miss another video. Right now we are only missing 49 subscribers to hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone, and I'll greatly appreciate it if you would help me out. With that out of the way, let's get right into the video. One of the biggest marketing blunder in recent history is Redfall. Redfall was announced at 60 frames per second, and it was going to be a really awesome game. Judging by the cinematic, it looked cool, but when the game actually came out, it was a buggy, unfinished mess, and it became ridiculed. It was a meme how terrible this game actually was. And we're not talking about an indie developer, we're talking about Arcane, and honestly it's laughable that they overpromised 60 FPS and that they delivered 30, and on top of that the game is pretty much unplayable. And this is what's really wrong with the industry right now. They like to overpromise and underdeliver. There is no way that we can talk about marketing blunders without talking about Cyberpunk 2077. This game was announced in 2013 and it released a whopping 7 years later, and you would think that after all this time in the oven and 3 delays it would be ready, but it wasn't. It was honestly a pile of shit that couldn't run on old consoles and barely ran on PC. And this was one of the most malicious, downright misleading marketing campaign there ever was. Every couple months we would get new trailers, new developer updates, and it turns out that these trailers weren't even running in-game. And then on top of that, when the review codes went out, they weren't allowed to show any of their footage, and they weren't given access to the PS4 or the PS5 versions. It was only PC. So CD Projekt Red was actively trying to hide the fact that their game was broken. Now let's talk about something a little bit more positive. Metroid Prime Remastered was announced and it released the exact same day. It was shadow dropped and the game sold over 1 million copies, which is very good for a Metroid game. Now of course this was a known IP, so I don't think this strategy would work on every single game, but this proves that you don't need to announce a game 3 or 4 years ahead of time and have a long stretched out marketing campaign to be successful. Now let's circle back to Armored Core. We got that awesome trailer back in December, and then just a month ago we got that gameplay trailer. What I'm assuming will happen next is that we will get some raw gameplay probably during Gamescom or just out of the blue, and then a few weeks prior to the launch, review codes will go out to YouTubers and media outlets, and we will learn more from the game like that. From the announcement trailer to the game actually launching, only 9 months will have passed, which I believe should be the new golden standard for the industry. You announce a game and it releases less than a year later. I also believe that was the intent with the Elden Ring trailer, but unfortunately it looks like COVID got in the way, and that's why we had to wait much longer for the game to release. But I don't think From Software will be doing that in the future. Even if you look at their history before Elden Ring, it was usually always the same thing. They announce the game and the game usually comes out within the next 12 months. Anyway, so that's it for the video. I just wanted to give my take on how I see marketing in the gaming industry at the moment. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers and it would really mean a lot. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.